Did you hear about the judge in Pennsylvania who was convicted of attempted murder after shooting her boyfriend in the head and trying to convince him that he shot himself? Judge Sonya McKnight had been dating Michael McCoy for a year when he told her that he wanted to break up. Things became a little tricky because she had already moved in with him by that time, and when he told her that he wanted to split up, she refused to leave. By early February, he had managed to get his key back from her, but by the next day, she had found another way back into the house. A few days later, he says he went out to dinner and he saw Sonya following him to the restaurant. By the time Michael returned home from dinner, Judge Sonya was asleep on his couch, and he told her, "Hey, I'm gonna call your mother and I'm gonna tell her what's going on and maybe she'll be able to get you to leave." Michael went to bed, but he woke up in the middle of the night with a terrible pain in his head. He didn't know what happened, but all he knew is he couldn't see anything. As he screamed out in pain, Judge Sonya came in and asked him, "Michael, what did you do to yourself?" Judge Sonya called 911 and explained to them that her boyfriend was complaining that he couldn't see. But when they asked her what happened, she says she didn't know. When paramedics arrived, they saw that he had been shot in his right temple and the bullet had exited through his left temple. As the paramedics tended to him, Sonya said, "Michael, you shot yourself." Michael was in pain, but he wasn't that out of it. He kept telling the paramedics, "I did not shoot myself. I did not shoot myself." Michael survived the attack, but he may be blind in one eye forever. After Judge Sonya was arrested and on trial, her defense tried to say that Michael didn't actually see who shot him. But Michael responded by saying, "Yo, there was only one other person in the house." During the trial, forensic evidence was presented showing that Michael had been shot from someone who was a foot away from his head. They also presented evidence that Judge Sonya had gun residue on her hands and that the gun that was used in the shooting was registered to Judge Sonya. But this wasn't the first time Judge Sonya had to stand before a judge. In 2019, Judge Sonya was on trial for shooting her ex-husband. She had invited him to her house to help her move her furniture, and when they began to argue, she pulled out her weapon and shot him in the hand and in the groin. Prosecutors didn't charge her, saying that it was self-defense, so she got off without any punishment. But this time, the odds were not in her favor. It only took jurors 2 hours to deliberate before they convicted Judge Sonya of attempted murder. She now faces up to 60 years in prison. Judge Sonya will receive her judgment on May 28th. What do you think about this judge? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Te-Erika with the T. Follow for more.